Hi everyone, this is Alex. This is my follow-up video to the live training call that we did on April 10th. In that call, my screen froze, and so there was a good portion of the call that did not actually show up in the recording or for the live viewers. So I'm just recording this follow-up video to kind of show what everyone missed. And I'll just post this below the recording of the actual live call. So where I kind of left off, where the screen froze on me was I was explaining that if the county does not provide you with a GIS system, which is what you're looking at here, if they don't give you some kind of a GIS system where it outlines the property all nicely for you, then what you have to do is kind of recreate this. This is what I want to show you. So in order to do that, you'd call the county, you'd try to figure out and get some kind of a situs address, okay? Assuming they don't have a GIS system, you want to get some kind of a site address or a property address. Sometimes for vacant land, they don't have an address, but they could, a lot of times they either give you a street name and a zip code in the city, which gets you on the correct street. Sometimes they'll give you cross streets of the property, and other times they'll give you a GPS coordinate, and in other times still they might give you what's called a township section and range. And you can go into the land profit generator, look at some of the tutorials on how to map a property out based on the township section and range. It's a whole nother topic for another video, and we do have that tutorial in the land profit generator. But in this case, in this example, I'm just going to use their situs address or the site address, which is the address of the property. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this in there, and I'm going to go over to Google and then just type it in here, the address, and take a look at the property in Google Maps. Now you can see here that it takes me right to the property, and you can actually see the outlines of the properties on Google. So that's pretty cool. So one of the things I wanted to show you was if your property is not a perfect square or rectangle, then Jing is not going to really help you out because it only allows you to do outlines for rectangles or squares. But let's say that your property is this one right here, which is kind of a weird shaped outline. And I want to show you how you can recreate the outline on the property. So here's how you do it. You want to, in Google Earth, you want to find your property, and what you would do is once you get the GPS coordinates or the cross streets from the county of your lot, you also want to refer to what they call a plat map. Okay, every county has it, and sometimes they even have it just in a paper format. But a plat map is going to show you basically, it's basically going to look like this. It's going to show you streets. It's going to show you outlines of lots, and sometimes they have other information like the size, like of this corner of this lot to here to the frontage measurements. All that stuff is included on a plat map, and also the orientation, like the where north, south, and west are. So you use that to reference where your actual property is. And then you refer to that, you go to Google, you find your property, and let's just say, for example's sake, that this is our property right here, and we want to draw an outline around it, and we don't have the GIS system in this county. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit the print screen option on your keyboard. All computers have it. It's just called print screen. It's a button on your keyboard. This is going to take a screenshot of your screen. Once we do that, we're going to go over on another tab over to a website called sketch.io/sketchpad. So you can see here at the top here, it's called sketch.io/sketchpad. And it comes up here with this website. It's a simple tool that you can use to create a bunch of cool looking graphics. So because we hit print screen earlier on this screen right here, we have that copied into our computer. So what we can do is hit the select key here, right click, and paste the image. And up comes the image. This is our screenshot. Now we want to place this in the corner. And the other thing is we want to go back to Google Earth, or Google Maps, sorry, and hit the Earth link, which is down here below on the bottom left-hand side. Once you click that, it shows the satellite image of this same area. Now, you don't want to zoom in or anything or move around on the screen. You want the exact same positioning that you had on the map view to be on the Earth view. And then again, you hit print screen to take a screenshot of this, and you come back in here and paste the image. So here we've got one side, we've got the exact same screen on Google Maps. One is of the map view, and the other one is of the Earth view. All right, so we actually want the Earth view underneath the map view. In order to do this, we hit on this little option up here called Layers, and we move this image by clicking and dragging and move it above the other image. So now we have the Earth view underneath the map view, and then we can layer them right on top of each other by moving them, clicking and dragging and moving them around. The next thing we want to do is click on this pen icon and then click pen again to change it to what's called a line tool. Okay, so pen, pen, and then line. This changes it to a different tool called line tool. Now, under where it says outline, you want to change the color to red by clicking on the color and then clicking on the color red. And then below the color swatches, you can see there's a line width. I'm going to change this to about a 5.6 or so, which is a good line width. And then what I'm going to do is click off of this to close this down. Now, again, in this example, I'm going to say that this is our property, this weird shaped property. What I'm going to do is the top little box on this tool is going to be my pointer, and I'm going to click that on each of the corners of the lot. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to click and then click again right here on that corner. Click again one more time on this corner of the lot. Click again because there's another corner, and then again right here, again right here. And then to finish it up, you'll notice that the pointer turns green. That kind of closes the loop on this property. And there you have an outline of your property. Now I can click back on the selection tool up here at the top, click the layer of my map, and actually hit my delete key and delete that layer because I no longer need it. What's left is a nice little aerial shot of the area and our outline of our property. And it's kind of almost like a recreation of a GIS system without having a GIS system. So now the last step is to crop this image so it looks really nice. You want to go over here to the cropping tool, click on it, and then click and drag on the canvas to get an area of the picture. So for example, I can drag an area like this, which looks pretty nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit apply crop at the bottom or enter. And now I have a complete picture ready to go, and I can click export save JPEG, save this to my computer, and then I can upload that to the Investment Dominator to use in my marketing. Okay, this is a great marketing image to use. And again, I can repeat this process for all kinds of different images. I can zoom out, take a screenshot of this, which shows the location between the property and the ocean. I can zoom out even further to show the property and location to like the closest major cities like Tampa and Miami. And I would repeat the process of either using Jing to create arrows on this or using Sketchpad, sketch.io/sketchpad to create one of these shots right here. For example, I could create an even more zoomed in version of the one I just created. For example, the property was right here. I could zoom in even more to get a little bit more detail on what, for example, there's a telephone pole coming right here. These right here are shadows of telephone poles. So I can get a nice shot of the neighboring house along with the telephone poles to indicate that the property does have access to electricity, and you can kind of see the condition of the roads. This is a quite maintained, paved-looking road, for example, and then this one right here is a more dirt drive. Looks fairly maintained, but you can give a good example of what that's all about. You can also drag this little man down here on the Google Maps and actually take a picture of the lot itself. So you could use Jing in this case to take a screenshot of just this area right here, and again highlight the corners of the lot. And you can use that sketch tool to actually draw out the corners of the lot. Now in this view right here, where you're kind of looking at it at an angle, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to do that. But with a little bit of time and practice, you can actually pull that off. And it is a quite nice little image to use in your marketing, because it shows the viewer that this is a nice house over here to the right, and right here it shows you the outline of the property. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you on the call. Unfortunately, my screen froze up and you got only a little bit of it. So this is a follow-up video to that, just showing you what I was showing you earlier on the call. And I'm going to post this right underneath the recording for the live call.